And we are live. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever it is you are in the world, and welcome to another edition of Living World of Darkness, Big Apple Rage Down, cross-venue scene. Today, this scene takes place in, well, it's Monday, and Alexis is well on the mend, and probably at this point home. Her home, after being graciously allowed to stay in Rebecca's home for the days that she was still mending. But with a certain edge at her disposal, she heals incredibly fast. Faster than most of the other supernaturals, in their human forms at least. All that being said, she still remains in bed, and we start our scene with Alexis in her master bedroom, propped up on some pillows that are all set up behind her, with her work portfolio sort of draped across her lap as she is going through various charts for patients that are still being seen. Alexis is nothing if not dedicated to her work. I think this is where we should start the scene.
Saoirse comes to check on her love. She's had quite a weekend, and knows that Alexis is getting better. So she'll go in. She'll go into the bedroom, smile. Hello there.
Alexis will look up. She'll smile. And without even a second thought, her hand just kind of pushes over the portfolio, closing it. And she takes it and sets it on the nightstand with a smile. And she starts to gingerly sort of maneuver herself out of the bed. Things are still a bit sore, but she does manage to stand and walk over to Saoirse. Slowly.
She'll come over to her so she doesn't have to walk too far.
And Alexis will just wrap her arms around Saoirse.
She'll wrap her arms back and kiss her cheek. How are you feeling?
Better. Still hurts to move around, but managing with minimal pain medication.
Well, that's good. I had quite a weekend.
Yeah, you told me, or at least you mentioned it. You want to sit down? Because I'd really like to sit down.
She'll nod. She'll sit down with her.
Alexis feels relieved at that.
Yeah, no, she's not gonna make her stand for very long. Geez, she's not a monster. Well, she is, but that's
depends on who you ask.
Right.
Alexis sort of runs her hand down the side of Saoirse's face. You look like you've been through it. I know that look.
I've lost 2 people.
Been losing a lot of people.
It's part of what we do. One of those people that we lost, person that me and Aiden and Iris were living with. Someone got kidnapped and she tried to save her and she got shot. And she didn't make it. We're all pretty beside ourselves. She was our mom. She took care of us. Not sure what we're gonna do now.
Alexis just stays quiet for a bit.
We
And
will go on like we always do, but this one hurts a lot.
I can only imagine. You did you have to fight in all of this?
I did.
Alexis closes her eyes for a minute.
Took the front. Got pretty injured, but I'm fine.
I wish that there was a medicine or procedure I could do to make it hurt less. What you're going through. How injured were you?
Well, enough to scare me a little bit, but not enough to need to like work some sort of miracle to come back from.
And Alexis sort of just chews on her lower lip and nods.
Amazon doesn't have the shoes you previously bought. I found a similar product.
You know, you're getting on my last goddamn nerve.
$10.50 total.
Alexis,
To make
stop!
purchases, this account's one-click settings need to be updated. Would you like to add it to your cart?
No.
All right. Check your Alexa app for more options.
Stop! Oh, God. That was the worst gift ever.
Right? Jeez.
At least with the character name that I had. Oh. Forgot to hit the mute button. All right, so Alexis, she she kind of holds the breath in as she sort of just leans her head forward and rests it sort of against Circe's like collarbone area.
She strokes her hair. I am glad that we have ways to heal.
How many times? She'll look
Did
up.
I have to heal?
How many times has it been this bad?
Since we've been together, 3 or 4.
She takes a breath in.
Right before, a couple weeks before I met you, it was really bad. I had to basically use everything I had left to stay alive, and it worked. But when it gets to that, it's either, well, essentially you live or you don't. I told you. We both know that what we do each other, it's dangerous what we have to do. But while I do give my all in what I do also try my hardest to make sure that I come back. When I got that call from Rebecca, I was really scared.
I You were running through my mind. I was laying there being shot at, and I couldn't stop the bleeding. And the only thing I could think about was you.
She gently wraps her arms around her.
I knew it was going to be hard, but I just didn't know it was. I didn't think it would be like this. I didn't think that we would come so close to saying goodbye.
You never do. When I lost Teresa, it was a complete shock. Because it's literally, when you do the things that we do, it's, you're there 1 minute and not the next. That's why we have to cherish every moment that we do get together. I know that I've been busy lately and not around as much.
I've been handling my own. It's been hard.
She nods. I
I have been so close before to where we're headed. I kept stalling and trying to make everything perfect. And then things went bad. I don't want that for us. I don't want you to get a phone call and I don't want you to hear about me. And I don't want one of yours coming to tell me that you didn't make it.
I don't want that either.
And I want to be able to help you.
She shakes her head. Can't. Unfortunately, because
I know.
then it's just if you tried to come and help in doing the things that we do, you'd probably die for sure. And I don't want that. So I won't put you in that kind of danger. I can heal, regenerate. You can't. That's how I've survived this long. Because I can. Believe it or not, I'm one of the longest lived of my kind right now.
It's encouraging.
I mean, of course, there are others that do make it much longer, and we do have a few that are much older, but one of the ones that we lost was a younger one. He didn't make it out of an explosion. I think part of why I've lasted this long is I spend a lot of time training. I spend a lot of time trying to come up with ways to make the next mission better. How to fight smart.
I know. And I trust you.
It's even, our relationship aside, it's even more of a priority for me to make it because I'm the one that not only keeps morale up, but I keep the stories going. I'm a storyteller. I have to make sure I live to tell the tales.
She takes Circe's hand in between her own. And she looks somber, but not inconsolable. Can't fight alongside you. I can't mend your wounds. I feel helpless. In my nature to protect those around me. I feel like I'm failing. For my own people and for you.
She nods. I kind of know the feeling that we can't fight alongside each other for the most part. We can't be there to protect each other. And I felt helpless when I got that phone call. I can do a lot, but one thing that I can't do is save you if it comes down to that, because I'm not there. I don't even know when things are going on, just like you don't know when things are going on my end. It's just the way it is and the way it has to be. She squeezes her hands. So like I said, we just have to make sure that we cherish every moment we get to spend together. And honestly, had I been born normal, I wouldn't even be in New York. So I don't regret being what I am, because I would not be here and I would not have met you.
I don't know if I'd have been able to approach you if I hadn't.
Probably not.
We can only do so much. And she'll lean in and she'll kiss Saoirse extremely tenderly. And then she pulls back slightly.
Saoirse will look to her.
Do you need fanfare? Do you need all the pomposity of a ceremony?
She shakes her head. No. I guarantee if we go to the courthouse, it'll probably be the fastest ceremony in history.
And she'll just lean forward and wrap her arms around Circe's neck.
She smiles.
Parents are gonna hate this.
They'll get over it.
If they don't, you can tell them to get over it, and they might listen.
She'll nod at that, like a bit slowly, like, mm-hmm.
You are gonna have to wait a few days for the honeymoon, though.
That's fine.
And help me up, and I need to go pick out something nice to wear.
She looks down at what she's wearing.
She's wearing like open-legged sweatpants and just a t-shirt.
I mean, Saoirse doesn't care, but she'll nod. Saoirse looks down at what she has on, and she's like, "Yeah, it's fine." And she'll help her up and help her get dressed.
And Alexis, she goes over to the wall safe that's in that massive walk-in closet that you could get lost in, and she opens it. She pulls out 2 boxes. I was gonna wait and have these engraved. But I did have them altered slightly. These were my grandmother's and grandfather's ring.
She smiles.
I had to slim the other one down, and I had to add a diamond to it.
Oh, you had to.
Listen, it has to complete yours. And I happen to like diamonds myself.
I know you do.
And she'll hand over the box with the altered ring in it. And then she'll start to get dressed. Something nice, but not overly flamboyant. Alexis doesn't need to be extra tonight.
No, she doesn't.
And I think there's a good place.
Mm-hmm. We will leave the 2 of them going to get married. So, thank you for playing. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.